Let's get ready to rumble!
Pense à toutes nos défaites. Ah, comme trop mou. Mais en dessous. C'est comment? Oh, je t'ai battu. Allez, papa. Allez, oh, là. Oh. Alors. Ah, c'est vous. C'est fait.
That's actually not bad. Right, smash it.
Got some Red Bull in me.
Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Oh!
20 more.
Okay, good.
Welcome back to Red Bull M.E.O by ESL. I'm Frankie Ward, and I'm not alone, as you might have noticed, because I'm joined by Ark. Yes, you, Ark. He's come all the way from the UK. It's not quite as glamorous as the USA or Brazil, is it, Alex?
Yeah, the weather's not quite the same, is it, really?
Although, to be fair, we go crazy for snow in the UK, and we've actually got it here in Dortmund, Germany. Have you been making snowmen?
I wouldn't lie, there's a couple of snowmen outside that I may have had a part in, yeah.
Is yours the best?
It always is. Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, you didn't make it through to our semi-finals later. But what was yesterday like for you? Talk me through those games that you played.
Yeah, really exciting. I think the best thing for me about this whole tournament is bringing together the content creators with the players and just creating the environment for us to be able to compete at a really high level. And that's what it's all about. This game, for me, is the game that Supercell have been waiting on for what is, in my opinion, the most impressive esports potential. Anything can change at any moment until the last second, and that's what makes it so exciting. You never know what's going to change and when it's going to change.
And before I let you go and relax and enjoy the action, there are 4 semi-finalists we're going to meet very shortly. We've got Consti, we've got Ash, we've got Alex, and we've got Ray. Who is your money on?
To be honest, I would place the same amount of money on all of them because they are all fantastic players. I honestly wouldn't be able to pick one over another, and that's the best thing about Brawl Stars. It can go either way at any time, and all I know for certain is that it is going to be fantastic no matter what.
Yeah, this will be a very good match. For the drafts here, we actually have Ray drafted first, and they selected Leon, which is a very strong brawler in Gem Grab. They're playing on a Chill Cave, which typically that map is going to have some type of a thrower, and neither team actually drafted a thrower. After Ray drafted Leon, Consti went with Nita and Penny, and then Ray finalized that draft with Pam.
Right, so Ray's going to be playing, Pam as the gym carrier, and Consti's team's going to be playing Penny as the gym carrier. Look to see some throwers in there as well, because again, like you said, throwers are really great on this map. So as you're coming in, as you see, YDE, one of the standouts from yesterday is playing Spike that he played a lot of, and he's done such a great job. He's facing off with Daryl there on the right-hand side. He's actually chipping in on the middle a little bit, but watch out for Daryl coming in on the backside. Is YDE going to go down really quick? No, he does use his super, and he uses his star power to heal himself back up right there. That's
actually one thing that's really different about Max gameplay is that these players all have a power that is unlocked once they reach that max level, and that is Spike's star power. Allows him to heal up, and here we got Daryl coming in, Sasus to Clash trying to take him out, but YDE goes and bunches up with Consti so they can 2v1 him, and Sasus to Clash has to fall back. And now we're 3 and 4. This is actually already a very close match.
Yeah, what you're looking for here is who can really contain control of the mid right here, and it's been back and forth right now. Obviously, both teams have 4 gems. The first team to get 10 gems and can hold on to them for the duration of the countdown is going to win. So all those gems as they spawn up in the middle, that's why the center control of the map is really important. As you can see right there, battling off Nita's bear right there just to take care of it and come back in and picks up 3 more gems. Consti's right there. Can he finish him off? No, he is able to retreat back just in time.
He's having to fall back, but one thing you can see there, you've got Martin Chung playing as Leon over in the enemy side of the match. He actually used his super to go invisible so they cannot see him, but unfortunately as he takes out that turret, it explodes and lands on him, which takes him out.
Yeah, if you'll notice, Penny's got her turret way in the back there, and Ray was doing really well, but he had to completely fall back because he got hit by 2 of those shots from that cannon right there, lobbing those shots on him. So he was doing really well. They just need 1 more gem to engage that countdown. So Consti's team really can't let them get in anymore.
You can see Consti just playing very carefully. He doesn't have as much health as he would like to be able to go in there and be able to take it, but he has to try and protect that. But Sasus to Clash uses his super to roll in there and grab those gems so that they can actually fall back. Now they only have 10 gems, which means that they all have to survive. Unfortunately, they get taken out. Ray also gets taken out. YDE is able to grab some gems.
YDE right there takes him down and stops the countdown. They've actually got the countdown as well as the 2 gems he stole, so they're going to have to come all the way back down and get somebody YDE at minimum.
They've got to take at least YDE or Consti out, but they're falling back, and it looks like that's actually going to give them a solid first victory for that match. Man, you can see that skill right there from Consti, just really coming in there. They were struggling a little bit, but they were able to kind of like pull through there and really take that victory. So we're going to be playing Forks Out in Heist, and Consti selected the first pick, and he went with Daryl, which is a very solid solid brawler for that. Ray picked Bull, which is probably the 2nd best brawler for this map. Then went with Barley, and then Consti finished it off with Rico.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've been seeing a lot of Rico even on Heist, simply because he can stay back so far, but take a look at this right here. YDE is playing Mortis in a heist. That is something you do not see very often. Can you think it's proud?
In fact, we have made fun of it on our videos because it's just not a super great brawler to do that. But what you can see here is the enemy team actually drafted Barley. And
that was a counter to Barley because
absolutely.
Mortis absolutely counters the throwers right there. And as you can see, he's going after them. But that huge super from Barley, he was not able to escape out of it. But it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to be able to use Mortis in this because he doesn't do a ton of damage. He did just recently get a buff, though, so it shouldn't be too bad. But as you can see, taking out this thrower, going for him right here.
He's playing really carefully around Sasus to clash there as Barley, knowing when he can go in. He's paying attention to his ammo, and Barley's actually just throwing on attack after attack, dealing as much damage as he possibly can, but both teams are actually dealing damage to the safe at the same time, and it is now down to 31 and 34%. This is really close. YDE's just going in there for a little bit of damage.
And a little bit of chip, but as you can see, Sasus to clash here. He wants to come down on the bottom left-hand side behind that puddle right there, because if he can get to where he is right now, he can hit the safe, and no one can touch him. So you can see.
Look at this push right here, Lottie to clash right there. Wow, just goes right in there and is able to finish off that save. That was really crazy. I know that, I was talking to Ray yesterday a little bit about it, and, he's definitely going to be giving his all for this matchup right here. We got Skirix playing over on the left with Nita. Consti's sticking with Daryl.
They kept their same picks, which is obviously, like I said, worked out really well for him first time. Martin Chong coming in there with Leon, trying to get some shots, but now, as you can see, Consti has that super and uses it right there, but misses the pass a little bit. YD quickly passes it right back to Consti.
Are they able to take
There's an opportunity.
They're
right
able
here.
to shoot it in right there.
So
wow, so crazy. You could see they're going back and forth right there, being able to just take out those brawlers and being able to create that opportunity. And that's one of those things that Consti's doing with his super, using it excellently, to be able to go in there, deal damage, and kind of close that gap between them and the goal.
Right. They took an early kill there, but Martin Chong's got the invisible and jumps out on strikers and kills them really quick. That automatically right there, it gets it to where it's a 2 versus 3, gives him a little bit of advantage. Consti tries to get that roll, just misses it. Had an opportunity there to try to make a big play and just barely missed it.
Now Lottie right here, as Tara does have her super up, so they're going to be looking for this play. Martin Chong actually has the ball at this point. Lottie throws down the super. They're able to take out Skirix, but Consti goes in to try and take out Martin Chong and prevents him from actually being able to score a goal.
Yeah, as you can see there, when Daryl rolls in, that bubble around him, that's his star power. It actually does damage reduction, so when he rolls in, you think he may be rolling into danger, but that star power gives a lot of damage reduction that helps help him survive.
He's not a super tanky brawler in himself. He's actually medium health, but with that star power up, he is able to withstand a lot more damage than most of the brawlers in the game, which is definitely a big benefit to him. We got Martin Chong there. He's hiding in the bush, just waiting for the right opportunity for him to try and come and take out Skirix. He's applying some pressure, and what they've got here, they're on the defense. Consti's team here does not want them to be able to get any ground because they just have to hold out for 40 seconds, and if they can do that, then they've actually won this match.
Yeah, you'll probably see Consti's team not being super aggressive here, playing more on the defensive side because, like you said, they just need to hold out for another 30 seconds, keep Ray's team back, so look for them to play very, passively here and not be super aggressive.
You can actually see Consti throwing that ball in the very back, and what that does is it allows him to actually add some more offense as well. He's moving away, he's actually charged up his super passively, and here he is with 10 seconds left, falls back a little bit, throws the ball back there, and now they've basically won this. With YDE's super there as well, it's going to be incredibly difficult for them to go in there. Throws down another super just to show them what's up.
Extra there, but that quick goal in the beginning set the tone, and all they had to do after that was just play solid defense.
Yes, and that was an absolutely great match right there, where they're actually able to go 2-1. It is not over yet, though. Up next, they will be playing in Temple Ruins for Bounty, and if Consti wins that next match, then he goes on to the championship finals. But Ray, he's not going to be giving up.
No, his back's against the wall, but he's definitely not going to be giving up. Look for them to come out very strong in this next match.
Leon is very strong on this map specifically, and it looks like they're actually jumping into a match. We'll be able to see that, but I think that Ray actually selected Daryl as a counter to Leon, because when he does have that super, he's able to survive very well. And you can see that they're splitting up into 3 different lanes right there.
They picked a bull. Why do you think they picked a bull right there?
I think they picked Bull to try and counter Lottie playing, Lottie's been doing some excellent Daryl work, and Bull does a good job at countering him as long as he can kind of get up close. And you can see that right there. He too shot him.
Yeah, so Daryl, he's got that roll, but he's definitely not going to want to roll in on Bull because Bull does 2,800 damage at point blank range, and it's only going to take a couple shots really to make that hurt. So on the other side, we got Race playing Pam. Now, Pam used to be one of those brawlers you didn't see a lot of in Bounty, but with her being so strong, she's showing up a lot. And as you can see right here, they noticed that Lottie was like, you know what, Bull is a bad matchup for me. I'm switching sides, so they swapped sides right there.
Yeah, that's a very smart move on their part, because Pam especially can keep her distance from Bull, and that actually allows him to survive. But it is only 5 and 2. One unique thing about, or what happens in Bounty, is every time you take out an enemy, you actually get another star above your head, which means that every time, and if somebody takes you out, that's more points for the enemy team. So Skirix here, he's got the most points on his team. He's got to try and stay alive. He goes in with Consti, they 2v1 Ray and take him out without... Raze does his best to try and fire off some shots, but he is not able to recover from that. And now they are 7 and 2. And in competitive Bounty, it's typically a very low scoring match. And so this is a huge deficit that's going to be very difficult for them to outcome in 30 seconds. But it is not over. All they have to do is take out Skirix, and that would actually give them the lead.
With five stars above his head, that is the one that they need to be focusing on. Daryl needs to come at him, but at the same time, like we saw at the very beginning, Daryl really can't get close to Bull, so they're going to have multiple brawlers. As you can see right now, they're all moving in over towards Skirix right there because they need those stars above his head.
Yeah, Consti's doing his best with Leon to try and keep them pushed back. YDE's about to get taken out. He only has 94 HP, but still Ray is focusing on Skirix. They're able to deal some damage back and forth, kill after kill.
Right here at the end. This could be it. Is he going to get no?
No, look at that.
So close.
Skirix.
That was a nice play to try to get him at the very end, but it's just not enough time, not enough health to be able to get it done.
That is absolutely nuts. So they are actually going to, Team Consti is actually going to be moving on to the championship for a chance at the biggest portion of this $32,000 prize pool, which is absolutely insane. You know, for Ray, they did an excellent job, but they didn't make it into the finals.
Yeah, Ray and the team played very well, but you got to give, you know, the nod to Consti. They played so well yesterday, and they have not stopped that momentum today.
Yeah, this is going to be, we've got some very good gameplay here. I'm excited to see who is actually going to win in this next matchup, where we will have Ash versus Alex for a chance to face off against Team Consti.
We are finally ready to get into this game again. In Hard Rock Mine, we saw the surprise play there at Mortis.
I'm excited to see what he does. I don't know why he picked it.
You know, it was definitely a surprise yesterday, and you think that we might not be surprised by it, but no, I'm still surprised by the pick.
I don't know that I have ever seen Mortis be played on Hard Rock Mine in a competitive match, ever.
Well, I mean, very, very early on in the game's infancy, back in beta, he was actually really good at gem grab, but that's not been the case for a very long time. So
Imuniz is showing off his skills. He's got that sweet slick back hair skin that is giving him that's extra advantage, right?
It's definitely style points and something else. Now you can see that Shadow has playing Nita, which Nita is a hard matchup for Mortis. So I would imagine that Imuniz wants to focus on Rico on the other side of the map.
Yeah, he's definitely going to want to try and do that, but he's actually so far up on the enemy side of the map that he's just wanting to keep that advantage that he has, while his teammates, he's trying to stay alive as the best that he can, but he gets 3 versus 1.
Yeah, he was the only one left there, and they all turned on him and said, "You, sir, are next," and they were able to take him out pretty easily there. So Alex now is taking over the center here, and this is actually a pretty good spot for Alex's team. Once the big deal with Gym Grab is that you want to have center control, and right now Alex's team has just that. However, you can see Leopard throws in that spike super, and Leopard played so well yesterday.
He really did such a great job, and they're pushing them back out, and now it's actually 5 versus 4, and Ash is going to pick up that 6th gem here, and now a 7th gem just popped out of that mine that he's going to be able to pick up, and that does give them a very solid lead. Even though it seemed like Team Alex had a very solid lead at the very beginning, Ash is actually picking that back up right there, but it's still anybody's
you can see that Mortis play is really coming in handy there. He's just staying in the back there, harassing him. They can't move forward because Mortis is right there waiting for him, and he's playing it very nicely. Look at that, another kill on Shadow. Wow. The Mortis play, they knew he was coming.
They did.
They haven't been able to stop him.
They haven't been able to stop him. That's the thing, Mortis just goes in there. He's got his super, look at that.
Look at the long range super, hits Rico from far away, kill spin. The Mortis play, maybe these two teams are onto something. We saw Mortis yesterday, and he dominated, and we see him again today in yet another win.
Yeah, Mortis, I think what really did well for Imuniz right there is he was able to go into the enemy side of the bush, and their team couldn't really do anything. They just kind of had to leave him there, and that made it very difficult for them to really grab some gems and fall back because they knew Mortis was there. They didn't know where.
Previously, old Mortis, before this most recent buff, having a Pam and a Nita that's going up against you, that's a very unfavorable matchup, but yet they still made it work, and I think the buff to Mortis really was helping him a lot there.
I've got to say, I'm liking that Barley pick.
Barley pick. Do you think that Alex and company are going to play Dynamite?
My guess is they actually went with Poco. Which is
very interesting.
Yeah, typically, I think their goal is to actually have a little bit of synergy between Daryl and Poco.
We saw this a little bit yesterday, right?
Yes, yeah, we did actually see that. And you can see Alex is actually really up close. He could go up on the safe, and he's actually going on the offense.
Shadow's going to have a hard time there with Ash, though Ash is on the safe, but you can see Shadow, he's not attacking him directly. He's keeping his distance there, hitting some shots on him, enough to take him out, but not before Ash just does a tremendous amount of damage to that safe.
Wow, look at that. We still have 1 minute and 50 seconds left, and they still have to melt through. They have to catch up. You know, they're 70% behind right there.
That was a close play because Shadow threw his turret down and it was starting to do some damage, and he was bouncing some shots off of it, and he fires this last shot to heal it up because Jessie's star power can heal her own turret when she shoots it, but it got killed right before that shot landed.
They're definitely in a difficult situation. Alex is going for that kill, trying to take out Leopard, dealing as much damage as he can. Leopard does throw down that safe, or that turret, which allows for a little bit of a shield. And look, wow, look at that, 8%. Yeah. They're down 8%. My guess is Bull was all the way up there.
And that it actually ends the match with the damage there that was still ticking on the safe. And it looks like Ash and company will pick up that final, or that victory right there.
Wow, that is absolutely crazy. Going 2-0 against Team Alex there, where, wow, Team Alex is, they're going to be thinking.
David better get a better rock in that sling. Now for the third brawlers, we'll see what they're going to pick up right here. Looks like they went with a Terra, Brock, and Nita combo for Ash's team, and for Alex's team, they got a Spike, a Frank, and a Rico. So there's a Frank with a big super, and he does, wow, nice shot there.
Wow,
He's
that
just
is great.
With a shred of health left.
And Spen LC is really close there. He thought about going in for a shot, but he knew that Leopard was respawning as well as Ash, and that was going to put some pressure on him, so he had to fall back, kick it over to Portal. Look at Ash throwing down that super as Terra, but Portal still is able to take him out. Wow. Unfortunately, though, he also falls down. And now we've got Spen LC and Alex pushing forward. They cannot go to the goal, though, because we had Ash and Leopard respawning as well as is. They're just trying to wait for the right moment for them to actually get in there. I imagine they're trying to start up those supers.
Big super by Spin, he just missed it. Frank there, Portal lands the super on Leopard, and they're going to finish him off. They will. Now he's got that star power. Of course, whenever Frank is glowing purple like that, he's doing extra damage to everybody that he hits, and he only gets that after he lands the killing blow on an enemy brawler.
This ball has stayed in the same place for a very long time here.
Nobody dare touch the ball.
Yeah, don't touch the ball. They're just waiting. And
that could catch two brawlers. It does. This could be the opportunity that they're looking for right here. If they can get it in close enough.
They're not able to. is able to throw down those rockets, and that keeps them from going in there. Portal kicks that ball over to Alex. He's going to probably try and use his super so that he can blast down those walls and make it, open up the way. But Spen actually uses super, kicks it in. Is he able to make it in? Spen LC takes out Leopard. And he's not able to walk
the goal line. They're able to play some amazing defense right there. It looked like almost a foregone conclusion that he was going to score, but tremendous defense from Ash's team was able to deny that score.
Now Ash actually throws down a super, oh my goodness, and is able to deal tons of damage to two brawlers, not able to take out either one of them, but brings them down to very low HP. We've got 3 brawlers up here. This is a very, very close matchup here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Ash throws down a super to try and take out Portal, but Portal has so much HP that it barely does anything to him.
Yeah, well, he's pretty low on the health right here, but the big super comes down. He returns the favor to Ash, takes him out. They're still pushed back quite a ways, but the ball is sitting there. Nobody else on the other team is around it, so they're decently comfortable, but Alex is pushed all the way back into his old goal. Now, in 10 seconds, everything on the field is going to be completely destroyed. It's going to be wide open, and supers are going to be especially valuable.
Yes, because once you have that super, not only can you use your regular attack to actually kick the ball, you can use your super to do a super kick, which will give it additional range and speed. Look at that Portal throwing down that super, trying to
they stay just out of the range of. Those players know exactly how far Frank's shot is going to go, and they know.
Look at this here.
Stay right out.
Are they able to make this in? They're able to.
Oh, what a threads the needle on the side. What a great shot right there to finish off the game. And Alex's team, with their back against the wall, gets their first victory here against Ash today.
You can see the look on their faces there. They've got a rejuvenated sense of confidence where they were thinking, my goodness, we went 2-0. We've got to turn this around. And now that they have that first victory, they're excited.
They must have a plan for Poco if they wanted to make him an exclusive pick. What do you think that they're wanting to do with that? Well, I guess we're about to find out here.
you know, Ash, I know that he knows the meta more, or very well. He knows it better than most people do, and he's making some smart moves here. Unfortunately, they still are just 1 star behind. They've taken 1 death, but Imuniz is playing Bull, and Leopard is playing that awesome
Lion Dance
Frog. That's right. Imuniz is struggling a little bit. He's caught in a rough spot, and Piper's actually, Portal is able to take him out.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Alex and Portal there, because they had him trapped in a spot where he couldn't go either way. They had him pinched there in the corner. No matter which way he went, he was going to go down.
Absolutely. Now, they do have this really solid lead, but they're pinched up against back up a wall, and that is not a very good position to be in, even in Bounty. They are going for defensive gameplay, but being up against that wall gives you...
Spin rolls in, comes after Ash, and almost finishes it off, but he's not quite enough. But Ash had just enough to get that heal off there, so he heals himself back up so they can keep on that pressure.
Wow, Portal just barely dodging those rockets by Brock. Spen goes in, tries to deal some damage, but Ash actually pairs up with Leopard to help keep him alive. Portal has to fall back and use his super to do so, and he's got to dodge this next shot by Leopard, but Leopard actually doesn't go for that kill. He tries to deal some damage to Alex BS, and they are just...
You know, I love seeing this new Daryl play where he's just the rolling assassin, you know. He gets that super nice reactions. He knew it was coming, and it's such fast reactions to roll out of danger. But can he get away now that he's coming back? No, Ash comes in and finishes him off there. Brings us to 5-6. Now, Ash and company, they need 1 more point here.
They do need 1 more point to try and do it, and Spen LC is coming in as Daryl, trying to blast some damage. He's doing the best that he can. Look at that. He's got both players down to a sliver of health, but they are not being able to take out. But they've got a Bull on their side. That is not a good situation. Spen LC has to come around as Daryl to try. They're just pinned.
Is it right there? They did. They got the kill.
Look at that. They're able to get that kill.
8-6 with 1 second left. They're not going to be.
What?
Oh, good night.
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely insane. With
1 second
left, they were able to take out that last kill, which put them in a solid lead.
What an amazing play by Alex's team to bring this all the way into a game number 5. We would have it no other way.
Oh, look at this replay here.
At the very end. Let's
We've even got it slowed down right here, so we can see, because
it happens so quick. So Ash is coming in here, getting some shots. Look at Portal's health, way down, gets the kill to put them out.
And then I don't remember who. Look at Spen LC comes down, pairs up with, is it Alex? Alex takes the kill. I don't even know. It's got to be Alex. Alex takes out Ash.
Alex. Pam.
Wow.
MVP once again. Pam at such close range. She has the highest DPS of any brawler at close range.
I've had personal conversations with Ash about how Bo is super good, but it looks like neither team is actually going with Bo. This is the decider match right here.
It's all on the line right here. Now you see Ash and company went with that Terra that we were talking about, and Spin is playing Leon. Never a bad choice, and he's actually good on this because he can patrol the sides there and jump out and get the kills. Just exactly what you saw right there.
To go in there and take out Leopard, and Ash is actually hiding. They've got Ash and Imuniz just kind of cornered, and now they are able to take center control. Shadow Jutsu is actually firing off some shots. You can see how Rico's able to bounce those shots off like that. Now they have center control, which is huge for this map.
And it makes it so hard for the other team. Once you have full control of that, and with a brawler like Rico that can, you know, hold 1 entire lane on the side, you're pushing them all into 1 choke points, and with this kind of damage and control that, you know, Alex's team offers, it's going to be very hard for Ash and company to be able to get in there. And they only need 1 more gem to start this countdown.
Just 1 gem, and it is about to pop out here. Leopard has got to throw down his super, and it spawns on their side, giving them a solid advantage. And Pam has all 10 gems, which means that they have to take it down, take Pam down with that turret in that bush. I think that this is 1 right here. Ash does have his super, but he actually uses it on Spen LC.
He had to use it, or he's never going to get a chance to get up there. And with this, a huge turn,
take a look at
that. David takes down Goliath to win this right here. What an amazing game. Congratulations to Alex. Great job to Ash as well.
That was absolutely nuts. Very incredible gameplay from both teams. You know, it really could have gone either way, but that control at the end where they had Rico being able to control it, that was absolutely nuts.
Brawl Stars at its best right there.
Absolutely.
We are getting into Stone Fort, and we have Team Consti, the Pride of Brazil, in blue on the bottom, Team Alex in red at the top.
An early advantage for Team Alex. Remember, they're going to be trying to grab those 10 gems that spawn in the center of the map there. Right now, the blue team does have dominance in that center spot, but there's a lot of poke damage coming in from all sides.
Very surprising that blue team controls the center, given that the red team picked the turret-owning control brawler comp. So it's very interesting that I think that the blue team was able to grab that early control.
Early control here, but we don't see any of the supers being deployed yet. Just now, finally, Jessie gets her turret down and some follow-up from Pam there in the top left corner. That is going to be a great dominating position there in the center. You do notice that Shadow Jitsu is holding all of the gems for the red team. That's typically what we see in these high-level matches, just one player hoarding all the gems that they can.
Jessie's turret is down and her super is not up yet. She needs to get her super charged up again and get it down because so much of her power is tied up in that dragon turret.
Loss of the center there is going to bring Team Consti back into primacy, though. Poco just hiding right there in the bush, trying to sneak out and grab one gem at a time.
About halfway through the gem, 6-5 lead. Remember, there's no time limit in gem grab. The first team to grab 10 gems and hold on to them for 15 seconds will be declared the winner of this game.
A huge hit out the right side from Skyrex, able to take down Pam's turret and push her back all the way to the top right corner. We do have Shadow Jitsu trying to make a few more stabs in there, but hasn't been able to get her super down yet, and that is absolutely crucial for Team Alex if they want to be able to reestablish in the center of the map.
10 on Consti. It's really hard to take down a Poco because he heals every time he attacks, and his super heals him even more. They have to converge on Consti. Consti hanging on the right side of the map in the bushes, hiding. There's only 2 red team members up, and they're so far away. This looks really good for Team Consti. It's 3, 2, 1, and game 1 goes to Team Consti.
I'll give the advantage to Consti on these picks. I really like Bull, especially when there's a lot of barriers to try to get around. And it looks like starting off right now, Bull in the bottom right here is getting taken down by Dynamite. An early good lead for Team Alex up top.
Team Consti's only loss was on Heist to an enemy Barley, so they grab Barley this time for their team to make sure that one weakness is not going to come back and bite him.
Nice snipe there from Consti. He does have a lot of long-range firepower, but Alex gets a roll in and lots of shots off on the save, bringing it down to 84%. A good early start from Alex as he's going to retreat and charge up that super again.
That's the nice thing about Daryl. He's the only brawler in the game whose super charges up on its own, so if he can just hide in the bushes and recover his health, he can charge back in.
And with so many hit points, you gotta wonder if it's just gonna be a lot of wasted shots from Team Consti. Finally, they're getting their chance to fire away at that safe, and they get a ton of hit points off of it. That long range from Brock and the throws from YDE are getting it all the way down to the 30s and the 20s now, or MAYHEM?
YDE has been such a stud in all of these matches. Consti gets all the credit, but YDE might be the MVP of this team. He is running in and out, getting damage, and is still alive as Barley throwing one more fireball before going down.
The charge from Bull is absolutely what they needed. Team Consti picking up another victory here. They are now 2-0 with only one more win needed to claim the trophy.
Over a 90% win rate up to the finals of the Red Bull M.E.O. But Team Alex has been here before. They were down 2-0 in the semifinals and won 3 straight games. Can they do it again, Woody? I think the reason why that Pam is maybe not the strongest in Brawl Ball is, so you look at Gem Grab, you want to be in the middle, you want to hold the corner, but with Brawl Ball, it's constantly moving back and forth, so her healing turret doesn't allow you, it doesn't follow you around, right? So there's sometimes you play the healing turret, but then you got to move out of it, which takes away a lot of what can make Pam so strong.
Well, we do see Poco up on top for Team Alex, so not really any one brawler can be picked out as the ball carrier. It looks like they're instead just going to try to get a team wipe and then just carry it on in uncontested. It's an early lead for Team Alex as Team Consti loses one of their brawlers, but at the right side, there's still a big fight going on to try to take down this healing turret.
Great turret there by Jessie. It's covering that whole right side, but also the ball. It's really hard for the blue team to run up and grab the ball as long as Jessie's turret's there, so they have to spend their ammo to get rid of it, and that allows Team Red to regroup.
Consti and YDE are giving some long-range suppressing fire to just try to push this Team Alex back, and they've done it. Skyrex is going in for the kill. He's got the ball. He's running it straight in there. There is nothing to stop it. Skyrex has got the first score.
A lot of control, a lot of utility on Team Alex, but not a lot of damage. Tara, Poco, Jessie, none of them are high damage output characters. That allowed Nita with her solid health pool to just run in like a running back. Pick the ball up, take it into the goal. So that means that Team Consti, they are only one more goal away from securing a $16,000 first place prize, and they have 1 minute and 11 seconds to do it.
One goal, or even just defending for the next minute. They don't even have to get another goal if they can just keep Team Alex at bay up here on the top side of this map. Skyrex is in position to take another shot, but no, man, just to toss the ball back and forth between Shadow Jitsu.
That's a good idea because they have to use ammo to get rid of the ball too. You are slowly exhausting their offense if you keep passing the ball back to them. Skyrex tries to get the ball near the goal. Maybe she's trying to set up for another bear. You can throw the bear behind that wall, clear out the defenders, and take the ball into the goal yourself.
All right, it's the last shot for Team Alex. They have 38 seconds. They do have possession of the ball, but that is a long way to get. all the way to the opponent's side of the goal line. There's a 2v1 over on the left side. Alex BS is trying to get as close as he possibly can, but taken down there. I think that ball surrender is going to be it for Team Alex.
We're going to determine the distribution of $24,000 in the next 20 seconds, and right now, all of the momentum is on Team Consti's side. They're up 2-0. They just need to win this game in order to secure first place. 13 seconds to go.
Team Consti holding the ball and pushing even further. They are not going to be satisfied with a 1-0 victory. They keep trying to hand it off to the enemy, but Portal is going to be bringing it right back. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, nowhere near the goal. It's a victory for Team Consti. They are your champions of the Red Bull M.E.O.
3-0 in the finals, caps a 12-1 run, barely dropping a game as they crush this global field of Brawl Stars competitors. Team Consti from Brazil is going home with $16,000.
I'm here on the stage with our winners, Consti. I feel like you're itching to raise that trophy in the air. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your Red Bull M.E.O. Brawl Stars champions, and you guys have got medals there as well. I'm just gonna pop in here though, because I've gotta talk to the man of the hour. Consti, 90% win rate on the way to this final. Did you expect it to be so simple?
No, I didn't. No way.
You're lost for words a little bit, aren't you?
I don't know what to say.
I think that's absolutely fine. I mean, you've got an incredible team. We did have a little bit of a chat about them earlier. You like to play against the meta. Were you playing against the meta then?
I think we used a bit of the old meta in our team, but we didn't expect them to go with Jesse and the other brothers in the last match. But we used like Pam and Nita and Pam, Nita, and Spike in every Brawl Ball match. And I think that's very good comp. That's why I think we won.
I mean, you are a YouTuber at the moment, 37,000 subscribers. That's no joke. I'm guessing you're going to be focusing on that at home. But do you sense a pro playing career on the horizon?
Yeah, right now I'm part of a competitive team. But in the future, I will be looking for offers and stuff like that.
I mean, you've also had a pretty good team with you here. Do you think maybe these guys actually could join you in the pro scene?
Yeah, of course. The huge problem is that I live in Brazil and they are from Europe, but I think if everyone can, like, to be together, if we can be together, that will be very great.
Otherwise, I guess maybe you'll see each other except on opposite sides of the arena in the future. Well, congratulations, Consti. And you're going to get yourself a new computer with that prize money.
Yeah, of course.
These roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story. These places change me.